What if there were 7 principles you could follow that would transform your productivity, relationships, and personal fulfillment? What if by adopting a handful of timeless habits, you could consistently make better decisions, take control of your life, and achieve lasting success? Welcome to the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, a book that has guided millions toward personal and professional effectiveness. These habits aren't quick fixes. They're principles that, when practiced consistently, lead to long-term success and fulfillment. In this audiobook summary by AudiblePages, we'll walk through each of the 7 habits, exploring how you can apply them to your life to improve your mindset, productivity, and relationships. By the end of this summary, you'll have actionable steps to adopt these powerful habits and start becoming the most effective version of yourself. Habit 1. Be proactive. Covey begins by emphasizing the importance of proactivity. To be proactive means to take responsibility for your own life and actions. Rather than reacting to external circumstances, proactive people focus on what they can control. They understand that they have the power to choose their response to any situation. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. A reactive person might get frustrated, blame external factors, and allow the situation to ruin their day. A proactive person, on the other hand, accepts that they can't control the traffic, but chooses how to respond, whether that's listening to an audiobook, reflecting on their day, or simply practicing patience. Identify situations where you tend to react emotionally or passively. Commit to shifting your mindset to one of proactivity. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what's within my control? Then, take intentional action based on that answer. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Covey's second habit is about vision. Highly effective people don't just let life happen. They set clear goals and know where they're headed. This habit encourages you to think long-term, envisioning the end result before taking action. It's about knowing your values and creating a personal mission statement to guide your decisions. Think of it like building a house. Before you start construction, you need a blueprint. Without a clear vision, your actions can become aimless. By beginning with the end in mind, you ensure that your day-to-day actions are aligned with your long-term goals. Write a personal mission statement. What do you want to achieve in life? What values guide your decisions? Keep this mission statement visible and use it as a compass when making important decisions. Habit 3. Put first things first. The third habit is all about prioritization. Covey teaches that highly effective people know how to manage their time by focusing on the most important tasks, rather than getting caught up in urgent but less important activities. This is where the concept of the important versus the urgent comes into play. Imagine you have a list of tasks for the day. Some are urgent, like answering emails, but others are important, like working on a project that will significantly advance your career. Covey advises focusing on the important tasks that contribute to your long-term goals, even if they don't seem urgent in the moment. Identify your top 3 most important tasks each day and focus on completing them before moving on to anything else. These tasks should align with your long-term goals and values. Use Covey's time management matrix to distinguish between the urgent and the important. Habit 4. Think win-win. Covey's fourth habit is about creating mutual benefit in your interactions with others. Highly effective people look for solutions that benefit both parties, fostering cooperation rather than competition. This mindset is about seeing life as abundant. There's enough success and happiness for everyone. Consider a negotiation at work. Instead of approaching the situation with a win-lose mentality, where only one party benefits, Covey encourages a win-win approach, where both sides feel satisfied with the outcome. This creates stronger relationships and builds trust. In your next negotiation or conflict, focus on finding a win-win solution. Ask yourself, how can both parties benefit from this? By looking for mutually beneficial outcomes, you'll build stronger, more trusting relationships both personally and professionally. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Communication is at the heart of Habit 5. Covey teaches that effective people seek to understand others before expressing their own point of view. This habit is about practicing empathy and listening with the intent to understand, rather than simply waiting for your turn to speak. Imagine a conversation where you're trying to convince someone of your perspective, but they're not listening because they're focused on their own viewpoint. Covey emphasizes that when you genuinely listen and understand the other person's needs and feelings, they'll be more open to hearing your perspective in return. In your next conversation, focus on listening without interrupting or thinking about your response. Ask clarifying questions to ensure you understand the other person's point of view before sharing your own. This habit will improve your communication and strengthen your relationships. Habit 6. Synergize. Habit 6 is all about collaboration. Covey defines synergy as the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. When people work together effectively, they can achieve more than they could on their own. Synergy is about valuing differences, building on each other's strengths, and creating innovative solutions through collaboration. Think of a sports team. Each player has a unique role, but it's only by working together that they can win the game. Covey encourages us to embrace diversity of thought and skill to create better solutions than we could achieve alone. Look for opportunities to collaborate with others, especially those who have different perspectives or strengths. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, how can we work together to create a solution that's better than what we could achieve individually? Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. The seventh habit is about self-renewal. Covey emphasizes the importance of taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Just as a saw needs to be sharpened to remain effective, you need to regularly renew your energy and focus to stay at your best. Imagine working continuously without taking breaks or time for self-care. Eventually, your productivity and effectiveness will decline. Covey teaches that by taking time to rest, exercise, learn, and reflect, you'll be more effective in the long run. Create a self-care routine that addresses all 4 areas of renewal: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Make time for regular self-renewal to maintain balance and effectiveness in your life. Practical advice and wrap-up. Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People offers a roadmap for personal and professional success. These habits are not just about productivity. They're about living a life aligned with your values, building meaningful relationships, and consistently improving yourself. Start by applying one habit at a time. Focus on being proactive, setting clear goals, and prioritizing what matters most. As you practice these habits, you'll notice positive changes not only in your results, but also in your mindset and relationships. Are you ready to start becoming the most effective version of yourself? Begin by adopting the first habit. Be proactive and take control of your life today.